Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to this unexpected video. Unexpected as in we weren't supposed to be coming here. We're in Dubrovnik, by the way. Well, probably seen in the title. But this young lady over here spontaneously, literally the day before we came, booked this trip on the cheap, to be fair, to one of our favourite places on earth, Dubrovnik, and somewhere we haven't vlogged before. So what this video is going to be is probably shortish, 10 minutes or so, just to give an overview of Dubrovnik Oldtown and the kind of things you can do. We're not going to be doing loads of tourist stuff because we have been here and done it before, but we'll give you a little guide around, show you some of the cool stuff, including the best bar on earth, and yeah, you can make an opinion if you'd like to come here. You definitely should, especially if you like Game of Thrones, as you shall see. So we are on our way from our little apartment now down to the old town. As you can see, we only have to just cross that little road there, and the city gates are sort of just down the bottom. There's a lot of stairs coming up, but by the magic of cinema, for you guys it's only going to take a couple of seconds and we'll see you at the bottom. So we're now at the bottom. That takes a lot longer on the way back up, as you can imagine. So we're now in the sort of central square area. We're going to go through the main gates with you in a second, but we're just going to take you over there and show you a couple of Game of Thrones and historical worthwhile things to see. So for any Game of Thrones fans, you'll probably recognise some of this setting. And this water here is partly used for Blackwater Bay. But one of the main shots you're going to want to get if you're visiting Dubrovnik is Fort Lovrenac, which is used as the Red Keep. Obviously with some CGI added, but that is the location of that, and it's amazing. So this is the setting, a bit closer up now. So again, Blackwater Bay with the Red Keep above there, and the little sort of launch pad here, which has been used for a few scenes with Sansa and Shay in some of the earlier seasons. So yeah, not going to be too much Game of Thrones stuff in this vlog, but Dubrovnik's the place to be if you are into that, and it's beautiful. This is Pile Gate, the main entrance into Dubrovnik Oldtown. So there are other entrances, but this is the sort of most famous main one from the central square area. And when we get through here, we'll show you what you see straight away. So you come through to this area, there's a slope that way, or you can go down these stairs. Game of Thrones fans, you might also recognise this area from a few scenes. As you could see from that last shot, pretty busy on the Stradon today, which is the main long street in the centre. So we'll take a walk down there in a moment. But just as you come in, on the left here is one of the entrances if you are looking to walk the city walls. There's a couple of other places to get up and down, but this is just as you come in through Pile Gate onto the Stradon. Okay, so we are now stood on the Stradon. Now you may recognise this if you've seen Star Wars The Last Jedi. This is where they filmed one of the worst sections, and that's saying something, where they did the casino planet. We don't even really want to talk about that, but yeah, they did film some of Star Wars The Last Jedi here as well as Game of Thrones, so it's become a popular filming destination. The Stradon's got loads of shops, restaurants, bars, side streets, which I'll show you a glimpse of as we go by. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do here. It's really cool.
Lots of nooks and crannies.
Yeah, really worth investigating and having an explore around here. So from the end of the Stradon there, as you could see a bit of, it's very busy, there's some sort of performance going on, as you could see in here, outside the church of St Blaise, which is also something worth having a look at. But through the arch at the end of the Stradon, if you come through this way, you will get to the harbour and a wonderful ice cream place, which I'm going to show you now just on the right. We'll be coming to get an ice cream there later on today or possibly tomorrow. And this is down now to the harbour where you can get boats over to Lokrum. There's glass bottom boats. You can go to the couple of islands, Cavtat. And there's sometimes a pirate ship, which doesn't seem to be here at the moment, but yeah, there's loads of stuff to do down this harbour, and also a couple of places to have a beer and some food as well. We're now on the boat waiting to leave to go over to Lokrum Island. We just got our tickets, obviously because we sat on the boat. So yeah, we won't show you loads over there because like I said, it's going to be a fairly shortish video, just an overview if you'll want to go there and explore yourselves. But yeah, we'll show you a couple of things we find as we go around the island when we get there. We've made it to Lokrum Island. It takes about 10-15 minutes on the boat from Dubrovnik Harbour. Costs about £15 worth in British money.
It's a return.
Oh, it's a return, yeah. So boats go on the hour, every hour. They're not sure what time they start, to be honest, but we've got the 11 o'clock one, so they definitely go from 11 at least, possibly 10. They go back at 1/4 the hour, last one being 5:15 from what I saw. For those of you with a bit of a brave streak being the operative word, as you come onto the island, see the Welcome to Lokrum sign. If you go left and follow that for a while, you come to apparently one of the best nudist beach areas in the world. Top 5, I believe. That's some good info. So we're just on a wander now to find some food and get a drink, and we'll show you what we come across on Lokrum. So this is the building where the Iron Throne is housed, some Game of Thrones stuff. Load of scaffolding at the moment, so I'm hoping we can get in there. Oh, we're about to find out. Oh, okay, it said access forbidden, but we're going in anyway because we heard voices, so hopefully it's okay. As you can see, yes, it was open. They've just scaffolded in. I don't think we were supposed to go in the entrance we did, but we got to sit on the Iron Throne. We didn't film that bit, but I shall put the pictures in here. So yeah, that was awesome. So if you do like Game of Thrones and you're in the Dubrovnik area, come over to Lokrum because it's probably the best Iron Throne. It's an official HBO one. There's a couple in the gift shops in Dubrovnik, but this is the main one. So yeah, awesome. He's chasing Cara for some reason. He's coming for you. No, he's changed his mind now. There he goes. See? He's alright. He was just freaking you out.
I just wanted to stand still.
I know you probably can't see them on the video, but there's peacocks in trees, literally right, there's one flying right to the top of trees. Did not know peacocks climb trees. Another fact for this video.
As you can see, we found the cocktail bar. We had, what did we have? 2 Bailey's banana coladas that were pretty tasty. We've now just finished lunch over at the Lokrum restaurant. It was really tasty. I had the sea bass and Dave had quesadillas. As you can tell, there's not much left. Now just enjoying a little cocktail, which are really strong actually. And then we're going to go back over to the mainland and have a little mooch around, possibly another drink or 2. And then we've got a nice Bosnian meal. Oh, that's the peacock showing up in the back. And a nice meal tonight, a Bosnian meal tonight. So we'll see you later.
We're back on dry land now after a nice few hours over on Lokrum. So we'll carry on where we left off, showing you a little bit around the harbour. So we highly recommend this restaurant here I'm about to show you. We ate here yesterday, really nice service, great food and a lovely view of the harbour.
We might get a bath.
Yeah. Not 100% sure what it's called though, so you might have to look that up. But it's literally the one that overlooks the harbour here. So just a bit further past the restaurant we just showed you, this is the sort of other exit from the harbour area. It takes you back out into the main part of Dubrovnik Oldtown, so I'll show you that in a second. So straight ahead of us is a bar that we've come to every time we've been here. It looks like it's changed a bit though, possibly changed owners, so we haven't been back in there yet, so we'll have to check that out. But they did do very nice cocktails and it was great for people watching. And then if you just turn right here, so you'll see that's the back down to the Stradon down there. This is the Sponsor Palace where they have classical music. You can have weddings and things like that here. Beautiful place, worth a look inside. I'm not going to go in there now, but when you're here, definitely check that out. Yeah, I'm not going to show you all the little side streets because it's nice to explore yourself when you're here, but we are going to take you down this one a little bit and show you a couple of things down here. So yeah, as you come into that street, there's a little sort of square here. They sometimes have a little market and there's some outdoor cafes and bars. And then if you were to carry on straight down there, you'll come to Tutto Bene, which is a very nice takeaway. It does very, very nice kebabs. They're not like greasy and horrible. Highly recommend a kebab from there. You'll also come across a little church, which I did a little video of yesterday, so I'll put that in here. So this is another part of Dubrovnik Oldtown. And I'll be honest, I don't know the history or significance of this church. But what I do know is in the courtyard of this little church is all the cats of Dubrovnik. This is Cat Central. Amazing, we love it. So Game of Thrones fans will probably recognise the steps here behind us as being the stairs that lead to the Sept of Baelor, where they had lead up to the funeral of Tywin, where Cersei started her walk of shame. And a few other scenes in Game of Thrones. Obviously there's CGI at the top there to make the actual Sept itself, but this is where they film it all. Weather's taken a bit of a turn, so as I said earlier, we were going to take you to the best bar in the world. We're going to wait and see if the weather picks up tomorrow morning to do that, because it looks so much better in the sunshine. So fingers crossed. Yes, fingers crossed for that. You would have seen it in the sun earlier, but somebody had to go to Lokrum earlier than we planned. Anyway, yeah, so we got a lovely Argentinian, hopefully lovely oh man, Bosnian. I'm going to Argentina apparently. Bosnian meal tonight in a restaurant called the Taj Mahal in Croatia. Bosnian food, so as you do. So we'll show you some of that. Yeah, fingers crossed for the sunshine for the best bar in the world. Okay, so we've come to that bar, the one we said we've been to a few times and it had changed. It hasn't really changed, just the seats, so we're happy with that. As we're the cocktail guys, we thought, you know, you've got to have another cocktail at least. So to show you a bit of if you can see the menu. There's one called Game of Thrones, which has made me laugh, so I'm probably going to get that. And what are you going to get?
A Hugo.
And Cara's going to get a Hugo out of that, so yeah, we'll show you them in a sec. Cheers! So it's a couple of hours now since we had the cocktails there in our little bar, got a little bit of a rest, and we're now off out on our date to the Taj Mahal Bosnian restaurant. We've had a look at the menu. I think we're going to have the Genghis Khan platter. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Genghis Khan platter.
See what that's involved.
So I'll film a bit of it. I don't know if I'll be able to sort of film properly in there, but we'll certainly show you the food we have in there and let you know the sort of cost afterwards. So if you're looking for Bosnian food, this might be the place to go. So we'll show you.
Bosnia.
Yeah, or Bosnia. But if you're coming to Dubrovnik and you want a Bosnian, this could be the one. And then once we've been in there, we will show you a bit of the old town when it's lit up, when the sun goes down, and hopefully that should look pretty cool. Genghis Khan has arrived. We almost beat him. Almost. So yeah, we just finished our Bosnian feast. What was it called?
Genghis Khan pasta.
Yeah, we nearly finished it, and it was very, very nice. Definitely recommend that restaurant. Lovely time there, lovely sitting outside, very nice food.
I probably wouldn't have the pasta. I'd probably do go for something a bit more obscure.
Yeah.
Because it was just meat.
It was a lot of meat. A lot of meat, to be fair. But yeah, so that's now done. So it's Saturday night, Dubrovnik. What shall we do? Do you fancy... No, first of all I was going to say, do you fancy feeding some leftover Bosnian sausage to some cats and then see if anywhere's showing Eurovision? How does that sound? The cocktail guys know how to rock.
So we are trying to feed cats meat.
Bosnian sausage.
If this was back home, our cat would be all over us by now.
Ooh.
These are a little bit reluctant.
Where are you going?
Maybe they've eaten.
This is premium Bosnian sausage.
Who knows? They're not interested, that's all we know.
Sausage. Sausage.
We found a cat who's willing.
We've got a grateful cat for Bosnian sausage. Oh, he's dropped it. There you go. Do you want a bit more as well, mate?
You're the greedy one.
Bosnian sausage. This is good sausage. Yay, success.
He's right in there.
Thank you.
So because we were so nice to them, the cats have just tipped us off to an amazing little ice cream place. I've got chocolate banana. What have you got there?
Jaffa cake.
Jaffa cake ice cream. That looks amazing. Thanks, cats. Yes, that was a nice fun evening. We've had Bosnian cuisine, we fed some cats with some nice Bosnian sausage, amazing ice cream, the Dubrovnik beer factory, that was pretty cool. We might pop back there tomorrow actually, try some of their different beers.
Just have lager tonight.
And as you can see, the Stradon looks really cool when it's lit up, and the streets
Well, we just walked up that.
behind.
6,000
stairs. We haven't counted them, but it's got to be at least that. Yeah, well, we shall see you tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be able to go to the special bar in the sunshine tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Morning. Welcome to our last day in Dubrovnik. First of all, I realised I said I was going to say how much that meal cost, and then I forgot. So about £65 British money for the big meat platter to share, a drink each, and the flatbread. So not too bad, to be fair.
It was tasty.
Yeah, it was worth it.
But you're in a prime location, so you are going to pay a little bit.
Yeah, but it was worth it. Anyway, so today is not sunny as anticipated. It's alright, it's quite warm, but a bit cloudy. So we are going to take you to the best bar in the world, but it's not going to look quite as cool as I hoped, so you have to use your imagination a little bit. It's kind of like not a secret.
We'll insert a picture.
Yeah. It's not a secret as such, but unless you know where it is, or been told about it, or happen to see it from the city walls when you're walking there like us, or you stumble upon this entrance that looks like nothing and happen to go in, then you might not go in this bar. So what we'll do is show you the way to get there, but not make it too easy, because I'm going to speed it up on the hyperlapse, so you'll have to pay attention to keep up. So from facing...
We don't want everyone to know.
Yeah, so from facing the opposite way, so from facing down towards the harbour behind us, that's where we're starting from on the Stradon. So facing towards the tower, middle of the Stradon is where we're going from. Go. Okay, I don't think that worked too well because the hyperlapse on this phone's not great, and I didn't bring my gimbal or any of my kit with me because it's an unexpected trip, but you get the gist, and that's where it is. So that's the entrance. Doesn't look like much at all from the outside, but when you go through here... And you come through into Buza bar, B-U-Z-A. Just check the view out. Not many bars with a view like this. Okay, so I know repeatedly calling it the best bar on earth may have overhyped it a bit, but when you've been here on a boiling hot day with a very cold beer and burnt, it's still amazing, but this view, it really is incredible. Yeah, so that is a bit of advice. If you do come to Buza bar and it is a hot day, it gets super sunny around here, so either make sure you've got sun protection on, or make sure you've got a bit of willpower to be able to say, right, we've had a drink, that was lovely, let's now leave, rather than, oh, should we have one more and one more? And from personal experience, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but we were here for an hour the other day, both sunburned to hell, really, really sore, but we still love it. So we've still got a few hours of stuff to do today, but we're going to leave it here for the video. Like I said, it was only ever going to be an overview to Dubrovnik. We haven't done the city walls, we haven't been on any tours, we've just literally last minute break to have a laugh. So when you do come, city walls is amazing. If you're into Game of Thrones, do the Game of Thrones tour, or do research in advance, you can find the filming locations yourself. Cable car, if it's in operation, which it isn't at the moment, but check that.
Hike up though.
You can hike up to the top, and there's a restaurant and a view up there, but have a look in advance. If that's open, cable car's great. You can do day trips by bus here to Bosnia and Montenegro. You can do boat trips to the islands around here, go over to Lokrum like you saw us do. We could hype this place up for hours. One of our favourite places, if not our favourite place in Europe at least. We absolutely adore Dubrovnik. But yeah, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Spontaneous video, not with my gimbal and stuff, so it might not be the best quality, but we tried as best we could. If you wouldn't mind subscribing to our channel by clicking this little picture of us here, that would be most welcome. And then you get to see our future trips to Orlando and New York and anything that might happen in between. But for now, thank you and cheers.